Welcome to Old Man Sports Talk. I'm your host, Old Man Nate, and we are live for the semifinal, the first semifinal game between Ole Miss Rebels and the Miami Hurricanes, being played in the Fiesta Bowl in Tempe, Arizona. Should be a good one. We got the SEC versus the ACC. Tell me in the comments who you think you got winning tonight. I'm not I'm an OU fan, but I'm not a guy who goes SEC. You'll never hear me chant that. So I'm not automatically saying the SEC. I'm pulling for Ole Miss tonight because they're in the SEC. I'm not saying that, but I think it'll be a great game. I think it's going to be a great game, one to look forward to. Well, we're about to kick off here in any second now. Miami going to kick off to Ole Miss, so we're going to see what Shameless can do right off the bat. Right off the bat. Leave some comments. Tell me where y'all from and who you going for. ACC, SEC, Miami, Ole Miss, or you just want a good football game. If you haven't already, please make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. That way you get notified every single time Old Man Nate goes live or drops a video. All right, here comes Shameless out. And the Ole Miss Rebels. Can Miami keep him contained? Can they do a better job than Georgia did? This should be a really great matchup, man. I'm really looking forward to this. Ole Miss offense against the Hurricane defense. First play is a pass out to the left and picks up about 3 yards. 3 yard pickup for the Ole Miss Rebels. All right, handoff up the middle. It picks up about 1.5. It's gonna be four, or it's gonna be third and about 5 on the first series. Man, I'm glad to hear that, prolapse. Hopefully you can get that taken care of. You got a man down for the Hurricanes. They're checking his right ankle. Number 99. Yeah, he didn't roll it or anything. It looks to me like it was probably an injury he already had because he was just trying to. His defensive lineman, he was just locked up with offensive lineman, and he didn't roll it. He just or get stepped on or anything. He just they're locked up with each other, and he after a minute he just started hopping on his left leg, kind of gave up on the play. He's walking off right now with a little limp, not too bad. Hopefully he can play. Hopefully he can continue to play. All right, here we go. 3rd and 4. It says about 3rd and 5. They call it 3rd and 4 from the 31. Miami going to force the 3 and out. Man in motion for Ole Miss. Shameless under pressure. He throws the ball, but the ball does not get back to the line of scrimmage. You're probably going to have intentional grounding here, which obviously they're going to take. Running back stepped in to take the block, but he didn't do a good job of it. And number one was able to get pressure on him. So did they call? I don't know if they actually didn't. They're not showing the official, so I guess they didn't call intentional grounding on the play, but it looked like it was. No, they did. They backed him up. Yeah, looking out to the 18. So punt from the 18. Miami fields it at the 34 and he gets about 3 yards. So Carson Beck, former Georgia Bulldog, he's used to playing in some big games. Not quite like, I don't think Beck ever made it to the playoffs with the Bulldogs. I know he played for a couple of SEC championships. The last one he played for last year, he ended up getting hurt in the game. They still won the game, but their backup had to come in. And he didn't play in the playoffs last year, the playoff game they played last year. So this might be his first playoff. I don't know, about 2 years ago. First play for Miami, hands the ball off, and he wiggles his way for about 6 yards. No, 5 yards. Miami can run the ball pretty good. Ole Miss has got to shut down the running game to have a chance in this game. 2nd and 5 for the Hurricanes. Back to pass, hits the receiver, and he gets a first down. He's knocked out after a pickup of about 8 yards. There's our first down of the game. Miami, their second play of the game, gets the first down. I haven't seen no Michael Irvin yet. Not even in the pregame did I see him. So he's got to be there. Back to pass. Got a guy wide open, but he overthrows him. 2nd and 10. Yeah, somebody busted defensive coverage on that play. And if Beck throws it down the seam instead of over his left shoulder, that's a touchdown. Hands the ball up the middle. Picks up about 3. About 3, maybe 4. It'll be 3rd and 6 or 7. Come on, leave some comments. Tell me where you're at. If you're gonna probably have to be on YouTube to actually for me to see your comments. I'll see if I can commercial. I'll see if I can fix the settings on that. Back to pass. He takes off running. He's gonna be short, but they're in the territory. They're in the area where it might be go for it time. It looks like they are going for it. 4th and almost 2, about 1.5 yards, really. It's 4th and 2 is what they're calling it. In my opinion, that's not quarterback sneak area, but they've been running the ball. 4th down conversion last, I don't know what it said, last 4 something, but Miami was 3 for 3. So pistol formation, hands the ball off up the middle, and he got it. Second effort got him the first down. Ole Miss looked like they had him stopped. They hit him about a yard short of the line of scrimmage, but he just moved over to the right of the line of scrimmage, who had gained some gained some leverage on the Ole Miss defensive line, and he picked up the first down pretty easily. Now we got an Ole Miss player on the ground. All right, we got to stop it and break. Let me see here if I can. I don't know. Let me see if there's settings anywhere. Show comments on stage. There we go. Well, that's that's that. Yeah, not that. Let's look here. Dr. Pepper presents the playoff very special. Let's see here. Dun, dun, dun. College football, it's a better thing.
Maybe he's afraid of commitment. Bridgewater, you're in.
But at least there's Progressive to protect your own auto.
Trying to see if I don't see no settings. Change. Change anything. Let's see. Well. Let's see. Where's this? All right, we're back on the game. Miami got a 1st and 10. Foxborough, we got 10:35 to go in the first quarter. Hands the ball off. And he picks up about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. All right, second, it's really 2nd and 6. They call it 2nd and 5. Quick pass out to the left. And let's see where they spotted at. I think it's going to be 3rd and a long one. All right. 3rd and 1. Fakes the handoff this time. Back to pass. He's going to hit the running back, though. He's still going to get the first down. Picks up about 4 yards or 5 yards. So Miami having a slow but productive, trying to figure out the right word, productive drive. Hand the ball off again, and another good run for the Miami Hurricanes. They have been very successful so far running the ball. Ole Miss is going to have to figure out if they can't stop the run game, they're not going to win the ball game. Second and 7, 3 yards on the first carry. Hands the ball off again, and he's going to pick up about 4, maybe 5. Looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 2. See where they spot it at. 3rd and 3. Oh, they was in Wildcat, and he's going to lose 2 yards. So they're probably going to kick the field goal now. 4th and 4 or 4th and 5. He was in Wildcat. They put a guy in motion. Might have been Beck in motion. No, it was their tight end. And he tried to run it outside and unsuccessful. So now we got a field goal attempt for the Miami Hurricanes. 4th and 4. Carter Davis this season is 9 out of 10 inside the 40 or 40 yards or less. Make that 10 out of 11. And our first points are on the board. As the Miami Hurricanes, with their first possession of the game, drive down the field to get a field goal and go up 3-0. I got a lot of people watching, but nobody's leaving any comments. If you're on Facebook and probably even Twitter, because I got 3. This is going through 3 platforms. You're probably going to have to. You want to leave comments. You're probably going to have to go to my YouTube. But let me look here. I might be able to log into my phone and see the messages if there is any. So let me look over here first. I don't see no messages there. Okay. So go to the other one. See if I have any messages there. All right, what's up, James? I see some messages over here. So, yeah, on Facebook, it doesn't show up on my message. What's up, James? Glad you follow, man. I follow you too. Keep up the good job. Keep up the good work, man. McDonald, what's up, boy? Boomer Sooner. I know you're a sport fan. I know your uncle really well, as you know. So that McDonald family, all y'all big sports fans. So thanks for liking and following, man. All right, I'll come back. The game about to come back on. Second series for Ole Miss. Let's see if they can do something with it. They went 3 and out in their first possession. That's not good for the Rebs. Not good for the Rebels. Can't win no games going 3 and out. Got to move the ball. Got to move the ball. And the kickoff is a touchback. No return. Oh, commercial again. I hate when they do that. I mean, why? I mean, well, I know why. Because they gotta make sure they take care of their sponsors. That's why. Add that. We got some new stuff that I can add here. I want to add all this. Oh, man. I want to let you. Oh, there we go. Okay. I want to add all of these. They'll let me add. I'm adding these. It's pretty cool. Some sound effects. You're going to start hearing some here in a minute. Let's go. Yeah, we're going to add all of these. What else down here? One more. There we go. Now, background music. See, there ain't no other. Okay, that's it for that. All right, y'all ain't leaving no comments. Come on now, tell me what y'all think. Who y'all got? I ain't seen nobody say who they got. Hey, you just enjoying a good football game? I hear you. Hey, this is what we can talk about. What y'all think about old Kiffin? Was it okay with what he did, leaving his team right before the playoffs to go to another team? Or do you think he should have just, continued coaching and, better luck, get the next train ride? Ole Miss with a pass ended up picking up about 3.5 yards. He was hit right at the line of scrimmage, but Miami tackler didn't wrap him up, and he was able to fight his way through that tackle and pick up a couple yards. So we got 2nd and 7. Shameless keeps it. He's going to get outside, but man, he gets about a half a yard. Miami's got the speed to keep him in check. Third and 6. Is Miami going to force 2 3-and-outs on 2 possessions? They're bringing the blitz from the top. Here he comes. He completes. Oh, he doesn't complete it. But he'd have been short of the first down anyway. I tell you what, Miami defense reminded me a lot of that Sooner defense. There for a second, I thought it might have been a targeting because it looked like he may have hit him in the head with his hands or really his forearm. But that last look, it looked to me like he got the shoulder pads really. So here we go. We're going to go to another commercial. Miami's second possession. Ole Miss better get some better have some better defense, or it is going to be over. All right. Still no comments. All right. Y'all don't like to talk. I got you. All right, nobody. Looks like most of my viewers might be here on Twitter. Nobody leaving any comments. Leave some comments. Let me see. All right. Miami's second possession. See if they can go get more points. First and 10 for the Hurricanes from the 23-yard line. Hand the ball off to the left, and he's going to pick up about 8 yards, maybe 9. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, and so far, Miami has dominated this game. The winner of this plays for the national championship a week from Monday. And guess where? Here's the thing. Guess where the national championship game is at? There's a quick pass out to Miami again, and he gets a first down. Can anybody tell me where the national championship game is going to be played at this year? Anybody? All right, 1st and 10 for the Canes. Less than 4 minutes to go. Back to pass. He completes it, and it's a first down. A flag come in. That might be on a targeting. Ole Miss player is down. So he did call a targeting on the Ole Miss player, and he was the one that's down. The Ole Miss player who did the targeting is the one that's down. Now, here's the yeah, I think that they're gonna uphold this, but here's the thing. It looks, especially when you look at it in slow motion, it looks to me like the defender wasn't even going for the player. He was going for the ball. His head is turned sideways. Like he's looking at the ball. He's not even looking at the player. He just happened to run into the player and got a bad, got the worst end of it. But it was helmet to helmet. So here comes the call. Okay, they said no targeting. But we'll see if that the player got hurt. He still may be out for the game. He may have a concussion. Yeah, like I said, I did not think he was going for the player. I thought he was trying to play the ball because he was looking at the ball, and it was actually the side of his helmet that made contact with it, with the other helmet. It wasn't the crown or head face to face. It was the side of his helmet. So I mean, that doesn't mean it couldn't be bad on him. Obviously, he was down on the ground. Hand off to Miami. Oh, he breaks free, gets to the 30, but there's a flag. We probably have a holding right here. It was right there in the middle of the field. Yeah. 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 They got a hold of Miami. So bring it back. Yeah. Yeah. He's trying to get, I mean, runner ran right by the guy being held. So we got 1st and 16 now. Quick pass to try to, quick pass, try to a little screen, jet screen. He got some. I think about maybe 3 or 4. Second and 13. He got 3. Back to pass. No pressure on him at all. Oh, a lateral pass. That's a lateral. Man, what a crazy play. Beck stepped up in the pocket, and his outlet was a running back out here on the left, but he stepped up in front of him. So when he threw it, he actually threw it backwards, and he threw it off his back foot. So it was short, but the running back ended up picking the ball up and advancing it, picked up about 4 yards. So we got 3rd and 9 from the 48 for Miami. They get close to first down, you probably see him go for it. Oh, we got a flag. We're going to get a false start, most likely, on the Hurricanes. They do. False start. So now it's 3rd and 14. But again, what I was saying is if offensive line penalties, 35 offensive line penalties this year. What I'm saying is if they get close to the first down, you're probably going to see Miami go for it again like they did last time on 4th down. And because they picked it up. So why not go again? We got a draw play, and he's not going to get close to first down. He's not going to get close. You got maybe a yard. So it's going to be fourth and long for the Hurricanes, and here comes the punt unit. A delayed punt, not a fake, but a delayed one. And the ball bounces into the end zone. Let me see if I can see something real quick. There we go.
Miami.
All right. So let's click over here. All right. So we're at the end of the first quarter where Miami is on top of Ole Miss 3-0 after one quarter. All right. All right, let's check to see if we have any messages. Oh, we do have a comment over here. Thanks, Fontre. Appreciate your comment. Thank you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ole Miss finally had a big break, and he's going to take. Oh, he thought he was gone. Almost got caught, but he took it to the house. Finally. Finally. He finally in the game. Lacey, break it up the middle. First two possessions, Ole Miss was 3 and out. Third possession, just 2 plays. Here we go again. Up the middle and no safety help. He almost got caught from behind because he wasn't paying attention. That one caught me off guard. I was not ready for that one. Still trying to find. Let's see here. There we go. Go back over here to the live. And all right, still. All right, so we're back at it now. Ole Miss woke up, at least for one play, took the lead 7-3. See if Ole Miss defense can slow down Miami. That last possession, Miami slowed themselves down with 2 penalties. Ended up having to punt the ball. But up until that, then when they slowed themselves down, they had dominated the first. They dominated the first quarter anyway, but they had dominated the game. And then there you go. 2 plays later, Ole Miss is in the end zone. 73-yard touchdown run. Miami saying we can run the ball too. Nice run there. First and 10. Man in motion. Fakes the handoff. Beck back to pass. No pressure. Almost. Yep, there's the flag. I was going to say it's almost picked off, but and probably could have been picked off, but the defender was more worried about the player instead of watching the ball. Ended up tackling the player. Yeah, he's tackling him before the ball even gets there. All right, first and 10, quick pat. Oh, it's one of those screen passes that got blown up because the blocker got pushed back into the receiver, but the receiver missed the pass. Oh, okay. So on the play, the receiver's backing up, and Carson Beck threw it to where he was at instead of where he was going. But it was still a forward pass, so it didn't lose many yards. So we got second and 10 from the 47. Quick pass behind the receiver, but he's able to make an adjustment, catch it, and pick up the first down. That was a really good catch. When he had to turn his body to catch the ball. First and 10, 12:50 to go. First half. Little pressure on Beck, but he's going to make a deep throw and incomplete. He overthrows him. That's really the most pressure they've had on Beck all night. They're not blitzing, just trying to get the down lineman pressure, but they have not been successful at all. I don't even think he's been on the ground yet, Beck. There we go. 2nd and 10. Hands the ball or fakes the handoff. Beck going to keep it. Now he's been on the ground. He picks up about 3. Ugh, man. 3rd and 7. They've got to pick up a few yards. I think the incomplete pass here, they punt the ball. It's at 39. I don't know how good their kicker is. Woo! Pass right across the middle. 1st down. Receiver makes the catch and was hit, but he held onto the ball. Safety. A good clean hit right in the chest. But he doesn't cause him to lose the ball. It's a completion. Now he's over on the sideline having trouble breathing right now. But he caught the pass. 1st and 10, 24-yard line. Oh, fumble. Bad snap. Well, all right, so the coach. Yeah, we're going to boo that. The coach gets the timeout in when a snap. I don't know I would like to know what the flag was for because the flag was thrown in the backfield. I don't know what that was. I would like to know what the flag was thrown for because the flag was thrown in the backfield after the ball's on the ground for a bad snap. Ain't nobody got back to be a hold. So, or a hit. Ain't nobody hit nobody. So I would like to know what the flag would have been for. All right, we're back. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Hurricanes from the 24-yard line. Man in motion. Hands the ball off. And he's going to pick up about 3 and maybe 3.5 yards. We got 11:13 to go. 1st half. Ole Miss on top 7-3. But really, Miami has dominated this ball game. All but one play, really. Ole Miss had not moved the ball at all. So that one play ran a 73-yard touchdown. Back to pass. Throws the end zone. Incomplete. Ole Miss defender did a good job of not getting a pass interference. But in all honesty, if the Miami player just stops running, I believe there'd be an interference call. I believe the Ole Miss guy would have ran right into him. And the fact that the Ole Miss player didn't turn around, he just put his arm up and the pass hit him in the back of the shoulder. I really think they probably would have got the pass interference call, but he just kept backpedaling. So here we go, 3rd and 6. Beck back to pass, hits the running back, and he got away and got the first down. He had it. The Ole Miss player had him by the foot, looked like he was going to bring him down. But Tony kept fighting, got out of the arm tackle, and then escaped another defender who came running in and got the first down. Great play by Tony. You got to get people on the ground. So here we go, 1st and 10 from the 13. Miami trying to get their first touchdown. Hands the ball up the middle. And I tell you what, there's not holes to run through, but when these running backs for Miami, they just get the Miami or the Ole Miss players on them, and they just drag them for like 3 or 4 yards. Number 9 heading to the locker room on a cart. He's the one for Miami. Lofton's his name. He's the guy who caught that pass across the middle and then took that shot from the safety. A clean shot right in the chest. All right. Handball off again and again. He just fights his way forward for about 3 or 4 yards. Ole Miss is going to have to change its defensive line scheme. It's not working. They're just getting pushed around. And they're not like, well, some of the plays are getting driven off the line, but some of them, Ole Miss is able to hold position. Once the running back gets there, they don't have no strength. So we got 3rd and 2. Got to get to the 3. It's on the 5. Got to get to the 3 for a first down. Hands the ball off again. He's going to get a first down, but he's going to be short of the touchdown. Going to get down to the 2, maybe the 1. All right, 1st and goal. Back under center for the first time today. They hand the ball off, and he falls down. Nobody touched him. He just lost his footing trying to cut. He's going to lose a couple yards. Yeah, he's down on the 4. That's just unfortunate play. It was nothing. Nobody did it wrong. 2nd and goal, though. Back under center again. Hands the ball off again. This time he gets outside and gets a touchdown. Brown with the touchdown. Shamar Brown, 4-yard touchdown run. Jamar runs over his tight end, who somehow had fell on the ground and was in front of him, and he just steamrolled over him into the end zone. Field goal is good. Extra point is good, I should say. 10-7 Miami with 7:09 to go in the first half. Well, great play for Miami. All right, we're back. 1st and 10 for Ole Miss. See if they can, this drive they can sustain a drive. They have not been able to do that. Yes, they got a touchdown, but that was a 73-yard touchdown run. They have not had a drive. Everything else has been 3 and out. Takes the handoff. Lacey is not in there. They pass it back to the running back, who bobbles it, but gets able to keep a hold of it, and they spot him He picks up about 7 yards. You got 2nd and 3. Hand the ball off. Gets the first down. That's their first down of the game. There's Chambliss's mother at the stadium. He's back to pass. Incomplete pass. Uh-oh. We got a flag at the line of scrimmage. Probably a hold. Let's see what they call. They call a roughing the passer on Scott for Miami. Let's take a look at it to see if it was a legit call. Oh, yeah. He just slapped him upside the helmet. He just, that was kind of weak. He had to call the police on that one because he mugged him upside the head. Chambers found a guy in the middle. That's their best pass of the game so far. The longest pass. Found the hole in the zone. First down. Inside the 30 to the 27. So here's the best drive for Ole Miss so far. Chambers by himself. Quick pass out. Defender, or makes the first guy miss. Picks up a couple yards. Easton. Honestly, I'm just here to watch a great game of football. I don't care who wins. I'm an OU fan, but I'm not a fan that screams SEC. You'll never hear that. Nope, that's not coming from me. So I'm not here rooting for an SEC team, as you would say. I'm just here to watch a good game, and you'll see how it goes. See how it turns out. Who you got, Easton? Tell me who you got. Samuel's back to pass. Got to roll out to his right. He's running backwards, though. He throws the pass incomplete out of bounds. It'll be 4th down. Oh, yeah, that definitely should have been a late hit on number 96 for Miami. Definitely should have been a late hit. But they didn't call it. And now we got a field goal attempt. Ole Miss going to try and tie it up. And he does. So we are tied up at 10. Hey, we got a great game so far. Great game. Tell me who y'all got. All right. Let's see what Miami put it back in the end zone. They got a touchdown their last possession. Let's see if we can make it back-to-back touchdowns. Time of possession. Miami 19 minutes and 49 seconds to just 5 minutes for Ole Miss. Hands off to Fletcher, and he only got a yard. That's the best coverage on the running game that so far Ole Miss has had. I don't know if they changed something up there. Miami, I noticed one thing in Miami, they try to confuse you on which side that they're going to run from. The quarterback will turn to one side and then really does a full circle where he hands it off on the other side almost every time they do that, every time they have a running play. Quick pass outside and better tackling that time. Wasn't great tackling, but he was unable to get away from it that time. So we got third down and about 5. Miami is 4 for 7 on third down, while Ole Miss is 0 for 3. We got 3:30 to go in the first half. Back in shotgun, back to pass. Got a guy wide open. Man. Ole Miss secondary is getting torched. Yeah. Bad coverage there, Ole Miss. So on 3, Ole Miss bringing 4. Quick pass out to the left. He's going to pick up about 4 yards. For Miami, Ole Miss is not bringing three down linemen is all they got, and then they'll bring an outside guy. That's all the pressure they're bringing. Which, I mean, if they're throwing quick passes, that's not going to make a difference. Now he's dropped back and still no pressure. Trying to bring a guy back, throw it, got a guy wide open, touchdown. Man, Ole Miss secondary is getting torched. "52-yard touchdown." He got behind the safety. That looked like an old OU defense before when Lincoln Riley was our coach. That looked like we would get beat so many times. Safety's nowhere in sight, corners just looking at the ball, and the receiver 15 yards behind him. Let's take a look at this again. Again, you're not bringing pressure. There's an empty backfield. Bring some pressure. Yeah. Yeah. Great play by Miami. Because the Ole Miss defense just exploded. They sure did. Man. No, 2:18 to go before half. So let's see if Ole Miss can get a little better drive this time. Miami will get the ball to start the second half. So I think this is a big position for Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss needs to score. They need to get points, preferably a touchdown. But a field goal could work also. And we're at the 2-minute timeout. 2nd and 6 for Ole Miss. All right, here we go. Ole Miss got the ball 2nd and 6 from about the 28-yard line. 2 minutes to go before halftime. They do need to try and get some points on this drive because Miami's going to get the ball first to start the second half. Ole Miss does have 3 timeouts remaining. And they just run the ball there. And they're huddling up, so that tells me they're not really trying to score. Third and 2. Ooh. Yeah, I was going to say, that looked to me like they was in a wildcat. And it's 4th down, and now Miami's going to use a timeout. Well, I thought Miami used a timeout. The clock is stopped. But they didn't take a timeout away from. Oh, no, they did. Okay. So it was timeout Miami. Yeah, it reminds me. So Ole Miss was down 21-12 at halftime last week to Georgia and came back and won that ball game. So don't give up on the Rebs. They ain't over yet. Down a touchdown. And Miami's probably going to try and get some points here. They got time. A minute 19 to go in that first half. All right. 1st and 10 for Miami. A minute 19 to go. 1 timeout remaining. The clock does stop on the first down, but will restart once the chains are moved. Oh, finally, Ole Miss gets some pressure and gets a sack. Again, they only rushed three down linemen and then brought a linebacker, and that made the lineman switch. And D-line was able to get through. So Ole Miss called a timeout. Very interesting. With a minute 13 to go. This may, wow, interesting. All right, here we go. 2nd and 18 now, minute 14 to go. First half. Miami with the ball at the 17-yard line. 2nd and 18. They hand the ball off up the middle, and he's going to maybe get a yard. See, Ole Miss using another timeout. Looks like they do. We go 3rd and 16, a minute 10 to go, first half. Both teams have a timeout left. Miami has the ball on the 19-yard line, their own 19-yard line. Hands the ball off again, and he's going to pick up about 4 or 5. Another timeout, probably. Yeah, Ole Miss going to use their final timeout. Miami punts the ball away. Fair catch called for, and Ole Miss will get it at the 31-yard line. All right. Ole Miss has a minute or 55 seconds to go in the half. See if they can get some points. They got another chance to get some points. Gotta make some big plays though. Hand the ball off and run, it ain't gonna work. Shameless back to pass. Pass it off the running back, and he breaks the tackle and gets out of bounds. Shameless back to pass again. And he gets his receiver. There we go. All right. You got it. 40. They're in Miami territory. 32 seconds left. Shameless, another first down. The clock will stop when the chains move. Got to spike the ball. They're right at the field goal marker. All right, so 24 seconds to go. Lucas, according to that marker, they still need another yard. All right, timeout Miami. The final timeout. Nobody has any timeouts left. "24 seconds to go in the half. Can't take a sack. You can't get tackled short of the first down because both of those, the clock is just going to keep running. And you probably, depending on how long the actual play took before it got on the ground, but that may just be too much." Jameis almost picked off. Should have been intercepted. That looked like a pick six. He may not have been a pick six because there was a receiver right there that was probably could have got him. But still, it'd been a huge play. Probably, would definitely kept Ole Miss from scoring right before half. 19 seconds to go. Channels back to pass, and he incomplete pass hit him right in the hands. He was just trying to go out of bounds. He dropped the pass. This is going to be a long field goal. It's 4th and 10. This is going to be a 57-yard attempt. He got it. It is long enough. That might have been 67. So Ole Miss does get the points right before half. Great job. Man. Yeah, I mean, I said it might have been 60. It could have been good 67. I'd say, that was 57. It could have been good at least 62, 63. Not quite sure about 67, but hey, either way, it was a great kick right down the middle. Plenty of leg, plenty long enough. We got 11 seconds to go before the half. It's kind of a squib kick, and it goes out of bounds. I hate it when they do that. Why in the hell are you doing that? It's better to kick it through the end zone. There's only 11 seconds to go in the half, but they could probably do a pass across the middle. Yeah. There's no timeout. That's the only thing. But you can do a pass across the middle, and next thing you know, you're in field goal range. But it looks like they're just going to take a knee. They're in victory formation, which ain't victory yet, but the same thing, just take a knee. And he takes the knee, and the clock is running out. They're heading to the locker rooms. So we got halftime where Miami is on top of Ole Miss 17-13 at the half. We'll see what happens in the second half. We're not going nowhere. We're going to be here, but we'll come back talking as soon as the game comes back on. Come here. Come here.
So now Ole Miss is going to use their timeout to scram the ball. They probably wouldn't even call timeout. So I think that's
dietitian's dial in.
Taco Bell's $5.79 screening boxes take you lavish pictures.
Mercedes-Benz halftime report.
Hello? What's some football? Huh? What's up?
I got a new Fire Stick. I don't know how to set it up. You know, like done before on your downloader and all that crap. I mean, I remember how to do it, but this Fire Stick, like when I click on downloader, it's on some bullshit.
I mean, that doesn't, like, I gotta know what it says, you know?
Downloader, do all the numbers, and all the crap.
Do what? Yeah. We didn't quite make it.
Downloaded by AFB News.
I'm gonna guess Fire Stick. I mean, you're on a Fire Stick, so.
Yeah, I mean, that's because I tried that already. Yeah, it pops up. It says add subscription. It's just like a jailbreak.
Yeah, I guess I need a picture, man. I'm not understanding what you're trying to say.
Look into this. That's not pretty good harm.
I'll be home.
Alright, I'll work for a little bit, and I'll just call you when we can fucking over them. I'm supposed to go over the game.
Okay.
Alright, I'll let you later.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, you're gonna have. We'll put you on the bed, right? There you go. All right, we're back. Second half starting. Ole Miss about to kick off. (17-13) at the half. Miami on top, and they get the ball first. So big defensive possession here for Ole Miss. Big defensive possession right here for Ole Miss. They can force a 3 and out. Then they would hopefully gain some momentum. They remember Ole Miss was down 21 to 12 at halftime against Georgia and pretty much dominated the second half. So first play, same result, all first half. Miami running the ball, picks up about 5 yards, just running the ball. That's what Ole Miss has got to get. They got to do better. They got to stop that run right off the bat. Back to pass it over to the left and knocked away by the defender. Almost picked off. There we go, 3rd and 7. And Ole Miss forced a 3 and out. Yeah, both players were hand fighting, so that's why there wasn't no interference call on that play. Play clock running out, down to 5. Gets the snap off, quick pass. Gets the first down. Tony with a nice run. A great play by Beck. Set up the screen pass, and man, it worked great. They picked up about 15 yards on it. First and 10 for Miami. Fakes the handoff. Beck back to pass. He's going to throw a deep pass. Got a receiver out there, and it's knocked away. Great coverage. Great coverage by the defender. Crowd wanted to pass interference. I don't know, man. I think that's a good D. That looked like good D to me. Tony in motion. Hands the ball off up the middle. He's still running. He got a first down. He's still going. He's still going. He just picked up about 20 yards just dragging the team. Miami definitely been the more physical team running the ball today. Oh, flea flicker. Beck, under pressure, throws the ball up. It's going to go out of bounds and does cross the line of scrimmage. They're calling intentional grounding. Oh, okay, because it was a flea flicker. That's why it's intentional grounding. Because he didn't throw it near a player. He did cross. He was outside the pocket, and he did get it across the line of scrimmage, but he didn't throw it near a player. That's why it's intentional grounding. So it's a loss of down, and the ball spotted where the infraction happened at. So, it was that Fletcher. A nice run. Picks up about 15, so it's going to be third and manageable now. Third and 8. Ole Miss has got to force a field goal attempt. It's like the receiver slipped. It's not the first person to slip, not the first Miami player to slip at that. So it's 4th and 8. They're going to try a field goal attempt. Getting a little pressure. Might have been a hold there by number 70. All right, let's see how good Miami Carter Davis is. Made one from 38. This will be a 51-yarder, and it's going to be off to the right. It was long enough, but he pushed it to the right. So a great stop, great hold there by the Rebels defense. And the first mistake by Miami in the second half. All right. Here we go. We're back on. They're talking about if Lacey's going to play the second half. He warmed up. We'll see. We'll see if we see him at all in the second half. He's the one who made put Ole Miss ahead in the first half of that 73-yard touchdown run. He hasn't played since that touchdown run. So Ole Miss with a nice pass right there. They're already in Miami territory. 1st and 10 from the 46. Pass across the Pass across the middle, and the safety lights him up. Dropped him on his head, but he hung on to the ball. And they're inside the 35 now to the 34. Watch a run right here. 2 passes so far. And looks like Lacey's out there. And that pass was almost picked off. Chamberlain, that's the second time he should have been picked off. Yeah, Lacey is out there in the game. They faked the handoff to him and should have been picked off right there by the safety. But he didn't hang on to it. So now it's 2nd and 10. Lacey's still in the backfield. Another bad pass there. I'm not sure who that one was intended for. Third and 10. Man, that pass looked like it was almost intercepted, then almost caught, then almost intercepted. Finally hits the ground. Let's take a look at this again. See. Yeah. The defender got, it really wasn't almost intercepted the first time. The defender got there and knocked the ball away. And then it was almost caught. And then it was almost intercepted, but it hit the ground. So 4th and 10. Ole Miss kicker is going to try another 50-yard field goal. And it hits the upright and is no good. So both teams on the opening possessions missed field goals. Yeah, you could tell when it was in the air. I said, man, it was heading for the upright, but it looked like it might just drift inside it or possibly hit it and go in. And it didn't hit it, but it didn't go in. So we got a commercial. All right, we're back. Miami got the ball to 34. Got at their own 34. Beck back to pass, takes off running, picks up about a yard. All right. 30, 35 now, 2nd and 9. Hands the ball off. Fletcher picks up about 4. It's going to be 3rd and 5. Beck back to pass, rolling out to his right, and he's going to get a 1st down. 1st down. Yeah. Yeah. They're only rushing 3 down linemen, man. You got to rush more than that. You got 4. You got 4 now. 1 standing up. Hands the ball off. And he picks up about 5. He's 2nd and 5. Quick snap. Hands the ball off the running back, and he's going to get about 2 yards. 3rd and 3. Coming up on the 8-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. Man in motion. Hands the ball off. He's going to get a 1st down. Yeah, Brown ran the ball there. Picked up probably about 6 or 7. Probably 6. 1st and 10 from the 39. Hands the ball off again. Picks up 2. Still Brown. Brown's still the running back. Coming up on the 7-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. Miami with another long drive. Fletcher appears to be shaken up. on the sideline. The Browns are going to get more carries. They might even see Tony at running back. There goes Tony in motion. They got a little bit of movement from Ole Miss. Hey, boy. Hey, no use in here. Man. Back to pass. Oh, incomplete. Receiver tried to run before he caught the ball. Here we go, 3rd and 13. Got to get to the 29. The ball's on the 42. Got to get to the 29 for a first down. Ole Miss bringing some pressure back, trying to get the first down on his legs. Is not going to get it, though. Going to be about 2 yards short. With the Miami kicker missing the last field goal, it'll be interesting to see if they go for it here. And the offense is on the field. 4th and 2. From the 31. Got to get to the 29. They're in that pistol formation again. Hands the ball off, and he's going to get it. He's still running. Down to the 22-yard line. Man, Miami is just running the ball down Ole Miss's throat. They cannot stop him. Look at those legs, man. He just carried half the offensive line on them legs. And the ball up to Brown again. And he gets inside the 20 to the 18. Under 5 minutes to go in the third. This has been a long drive for Miami. Ole Miss defense has got to be tired. But they've got to hold Miami to a field goal here. This is big time. You've got to hold Miami to a field goal. 2nd and 7. Watch the quick pass here. I bring Tony in motion. No, they hand the ball off again, but this time he just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Ole Miss so tired he can't even get up. He's trying to jog off the field. Third and 7. Less than 4 minutes to go. Miami killing that clock, chewing it up. We got another false start. Man, number 73, he's had 2 false starts on this drive. Now it's 3rd and 12. Ball backed up to the 24. Fletcher's back out there. Back to pass. The ball's knocked in the air. Is it intercepted? The defensive back dove for the ball. Be interested. They called an interception. We'll see. You know how it is when they dive underneath. A lot of times the ball will slip through their arms and hit the ground. We'll see. We'll replay here. Yeah, I like to see a closer look at that. We'll see here, right here. See if we get a better look right here. Nope, that's intercepted. That was intercepted. He got his hands underneath it, cradled it in. Great defensive stop by Ole Miss.
To plan and price your project instantly with General Steel. That's me.
All right. Here we go. Ole Miss now. Another possession. Shameless rolling out to his right. Makes the completion. Number one takes a hit. Bounces off him and what's his name? Sterling. Bounce off him and picks up another 5 yards. Stribling. Stribling's his name. They haven't ran the ball yet in the second half. Ole Miss has. Every play's been a pass play. Still, Sam was throwing deep. And it's going to be incomplete. Boy, Miami's had their hands on so many passes tonight. And it's obvious why they play defense, because they can't catch the ball. Yeah, I tell you what, Chambers didn't see the corner drop back in the cover 3, and because the receiver did have the defensive back beat, but the corner dropped back and helped out. Another fake to Lacey, and quick pass out to Stribling again, and he gets the first down. So coming up on the 2-minute mark of the third quarter, Ole Miss at the their own 44-yard line, 1st and 10. Another fake handoff, and that's a completion, long pass. That's number 11. Number 11 for Ole Miss. That's a catch on Sundays. So great catch there. And they're in Ole Miss territory, but just barely. It's 2nd and 3. Still no handoff to Lacey. Lacey's just a decoy. Quick pass out there, and he picks up the first down and more. They're just using Lacey as a decoy. He must be their better run blocker, because again, he had no every play has been a pass for Ole Miss in the second half. They're in pistol formation. They move Lacey out now as a receiver. Watch Shameless to run here. No, to pass to Lacey, but he doesn't catch it. So 2nd and 10, 1:13 to go in the third. Still 17-13. Another fake. Another fake to Lacey. I don't know if they were trying to draw pass interference. He had man-to-man coverage with late safety help. Third and 10. Shameless trying to get away, doesn't get away, gets back to the line of scrimmage. So it's 4th down. I mean, I don't know what they'll do. They got a long leg kicker, man. So let's see. That's about a 40. What is it? Yeah, they're going to try a field goal. This is going to be a 55-yarder. He already made one from 57, 58 actually, but he missed from 52. And he hit the upright again, but it goes in. So it's a 1-point game, 17-16. That one, he hit it funny because it didn't have a great rotation on it. But that time he hit the upright and it goes through. One-point game. What's up? What's up, Night Fox? Sooner. Yep, you're right. Doink, but it went in. It's a 1-point game.
Severe stomach pain or discharges. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas and gallbladder problems. Taking Mounjaro with sulfonylurea.
Actually, Gary, I don't know if you're still on, but you don't have to pay to watch the college football games, okay? It's on regular TV. So, not sure what you're talking about, but hey, you can follow me if you want, and I will update you. I appreciate you following. If you guys are not already, please like, subscribe, and follow, and make sure you ring the bell. That way you get notified every single time Old Man Nate goes live or drops a video. All right, we're back. That's the second field goal in a row, though, that the Ole Miss kicker has hit that left upright. The first one bounced back and was no good. That one bounced through and was good. So he's got a good leg, man. He's got a good leg. Both of he's kicked 2 over 50 yards, and that one and the one before were high up on the upright. So he's got plenty of leg. .22 seconds to go in the third. 1st and 10 for Miami from the 25. 17-16. Hands the ball off to Fletcher. He's around the right side. And I think he stepped out somewhere. I'm not sure. We'll see where they mark it at. Yeah, they mark it out back probably around 40. Clock is running. That may be the last play of the third quarter. Yeah, yep, that's the end of the third quarter. That's the end of the third quarter. Miami 17, Ole Miss 16. We'll see who's going to end up in the championship game. All right, fourth quarter. Fourth quarter. Look what the players do, right? It's a 1-point game going into the fourth quarter. Let's see who the toughest team is now. When you're tired, the game's on the line, to play for a national championship's on the line. Backwards pass to Tony, but he makes them outruns the defense and gets the first down. Oh, inside Ole Miss territory already. Hands the ball off. He picks up a yard, maybe 2 yards, it looks like. Fletcher. Second and 7. They gave him 3 yards. Second and 7. Back to pass. Getting a little pressure, and they sack him. Second sack of the game for Ole Miss. Yeah, Fletcher was looking the other direction when the ball was snapped. That's on Fletcher right there. 3rd and 16. Ole Miss bringing 3. They bring 3 really with the spy. And the spy, they got him again. They got him again. 4th down, and they're not in field goal range. Miami punts it away. And Ole Miss fields it at 10. Now remember, it's only a 1-point game, so Ole Miss doesn't have to get a touchdown here to get the lead. And they have not had a lead since it was 7-3 in the early second, might have been late first quarter.
Get on board with ShipStation, the station where shipping is solved. Start your free trial today at ship.com.
All right, Ole Miss got a field goal the last time. They've gotten field goal range the last two possessions. Got one made, missed the first one, made the second one. And there's Lacey with his first carry since the 73-yard touchdown run he had early in the second quarter. He's been in the game the entire second half, but did not carry the ball one time in the third quarter. Every play that Ole Miss ran in the third quarter was a pass play. And they start the fourth quarter off with a run, and it loses or gets back to the line of scrimmage, they say. Now we're going back to passing, completes it to Stringling, and it's going to be third and about 2. Third and 1, what they're calling it. So pick up a 9. Ole Miss has got to get a first down here because you don't want to. You're only on the 19. You make a punt here, they're going to get the ball, around the 40-yard line. So you got to get the first. And they hand it off to Lacey, and Lacey does spin out of the tackle and gets the first down. Great effort there by Lacey. Because if he don't get that first down, Miami's getting the ball in good field position. Fakes the ball, Lacey again. Chambliss back to pass. Completes it. Number 8. I'm not sure who number 8 is. Out to the 40. Hands off to Lacey. And he gets through and picks up 4. Nice run. Now, Ole Miss has not had a long time consuming drive in this game, but right now would be a perfect time. Slow things down, chew up the clock. You're almost in field goal range already. Another handoff to Lacey. He's at cross midfield to the first, got a first down. Looks like Lacey off to the sideline after a couple carries there. Chambliss empty backfield. Hands it off to number 17 on a sweep. He's going to get 2. 2nd and 8. Again, take time off the clock. You're almost in field goal range. You probably one more first down and you're in field goal range. Shameless rolling out to his left. Incomplete. He probably could have ran and got the first down there. It looked like there was no defenders over there, but he threw it to his receiver who had to make a tough catch and stay in bounds, and he just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. So now it's 3rd and 9. You got to get a first down. Shameless across the middle. He completes it and takes a big hit, but pops right on up. Looks like we're probably going to get a roughing the passer. Another roughing the passer. Oh, targeting. Oh, they didn't call it roughing the passer, they called it targeting. It's on the review. Let's take a look at this. I don't think that's a target. Yeah, I don't think that's a target. I think it's just going to be a first down. Now, that might have been a target on number 8. Oh, it is number 6. It is number 6. I thought it was 8. Yeah, that's helmet to helmet. It's crown. I think this is definitely more of a target than the one that they reviewed earlier. Yeah, I think we'll see. I think that I thought it was a hit on the quarterback that they called a target on, but no, it was a tackle. Okay. We'll see what they review. I mean, hey, there's some I've seen where, oh, it looks like they're going to, the way the Miami coach is talking, it looks like it's going to be upheld. Now, here's where this is going to be key to not only this game, but it could be key to the next game. If Miami wins this game, Lucas will have to miss the first half of the next game. And if Miami loses this game, well, it won't matter. It'll be upheld. If I'm not sure if he has any more eligibility, it'll be upheld next year. If he plays college ball next year, it'll be upheld first game next year. So that he'll miss the first half on the first game. So now it's run the clock. They're going to get a late hit. They're going to get another late hit, piling on. Yeah, I mean, definitely a late hit. He's laying on the ground, and somebody wants to come in, and number 11 wants to come in and just jump on him. No reason for it. Miami's losing their composure right now. 1st and goal for Ole Miss. Hands it off to Lacey, and he's going to get to the 5. Under 8 minutes to go. All right, we got a commercial break. We'll be back in just a few minutes. All right. Let's see if Ole Miss can finish it off. .750, clock running. Second and goal from the 5 for Ole Miss. Fakes the handoff to Lacey. Chambliss running out to the right. He's not going to get the touchdown. He's going to pick up about a yard, maybe 2. Be interesting to spot at. Yeah, I spotted the 4. Picked up a yard. He's got to get better blocking for Ole Miss. Third and goal. Coming up on the 7-minute mark. Man in motion for Ole Miss. Incomplete pass. Lacey dropped it. He probably wouldn't have scored because there was a defender right there. So the only thing that it does really is it stops the clock, which that's a break for Miami. And now we got a chip shot field goal for Ole Miss. He's 3 for 4 tonight. This is the shortest one he's had to attempt. And he got it right down the middle. So Ole Miss is up 19-17 and their first lead since leading 7-3 early in the second quarter. There's Eli Manning. He's enjoying the game. A little nervous. And we've got 7 minutes to go in the game. Don't leave yet. It's going to be a good one coming down the end. All right, that time I'm going to kick off. They kick it out the back of the end zone. So 7 minutes exactly to go in the ball game. Miami just needs a field goal to win it. Let's see if their offense can keep composure like their defense was not. All right. First and 10 from the 25. Beck fakes the handoff. Going to go deep already. And they're going to call interference. That one was a little underthrown. I'd been saying earlier that if the defender was or offensive player would just stop, the defender's going to run right over him, and they're going to get the interference. That one really wasn't where the offensive player just stopped. You kind of didn't have a choice because it was so underthrown. And he never turned around. Yeah, that's the thing, the difference between college and NFL. He still almost caught the ball. That's a great effort there by Miami player. But it's only a 15-yard penalty, so it only moves up to the 40. Quick pass out. They're going jailbreak screen. He's going to pick up about 8. So now the clock's back to running. Second down. Hands the ball off. He's going to get outside 50, 45, 40, and steps out of bounds around the 35-yard line. Clock is still running. Coming up on 6-minute mark. 1st and 10. From the 35-yard line. They're right on the edge of field goal range. Oh, Fletcher slips down, loses a yard. Man, the Miami players got to check their cleats because that's the third Miami player that has fell down on this grass. And 2 of them twice. That's the second time Fletcher's done it. And it cost him yards behind the line of scrimmage. Brown's now back in the game. Tony's in motion. Pass out to Tony. Uh-oh, he got some space. He got some space. And he is gone. Touchdown. He'll probably go for 2 here. Malachi Tony with a 36-yard touchdown. But there's still 5 minutes to go in the game. Plenty of time for Ole Miss to go get them a touchdown. They're going to need a touchdown now. And the extra point is good. They only went for 1. I'm a little surprised. Because the reason I'm surprised, that only makes it a 5-point game. You go for 2, you get that extra point. It's a 6-point game, and now the extra point becomes important for Ole Miss. If they miss it, then you're still tied. But if they make it, now Ole Miss is up. Now, you know, you make it a 5-point game. Well, a touchdown itself gives them the lead. So they don't need that extra point to have the lead or the win. I would have went for 2. .504 to go, 24-19. I don't know what the over-under was in this game. I did not check that. I know that Miami was a 3-point favorite earlier in the day. I don't know if it changed at all before the kickoff or not. But I do know that Miami was a 3-point favorite. So right now, Miami's covering. Shameless is 19 of 31 for 192 yards tonight. You're going to have to throw for probably 250 to win the game. All right, Ole Miss has the 25. 1st and 10. 5:04 to go. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Shameless hits the guy up the middle or on the sideline. Big gain to the tight end. Up by midfield already. Miami is getting beat up. And what I mean by that is They're getting a lot of players hurt. I haven't seen too many Ole Miss players getting hurt, but Miami been getting hurt. Lacey, the handoff, and he's going to lean forward. He's like Derrick Henry. He just lean forward and get 2 yards. Second and 8 from the Ole Miss 48. And he's got a guy open. It's going to be incomplete. He went up to get it, but he couldn't get it over the Miami player. So it was stuck behind his helmet. So when he hit the ground, it was an incomplete pass. Yeah, that's an incompletion. Great play by the corner, Miami corner. 3rd and 8. Miami or Ole Miss players moving. They get set though. Yeah, there's a timeout. Yeah, Ole Miss, or I'm sorry, Miami called a timeout right there. All right. Here we go. 3rd and 8. Famous back to pass. Incomplete. And there's a flag. Probably a hold. They're going to call pass interference on the defense. Let's see if they show it again. Yeah, he grabbed him. He grabbed him from the get-go. Yeah, I think that's a good call. So now Ole Miss is in Miami territory with 4:14 to go. Shameless steps up, and he's running. He's got a first down and more. He's going to get out of bounds inside the 20 at the 25-yard line. That's his biggest run of the day. They fought at the 26. 3:50. Clock is running. Lacey picks up 2. You got plenty of time. You can run the ball. But you got to have a touchdown. Field goals will not work. But where you're at now, I would definitely take my time. You don't want to give the ball back to Miami with a lot of time. Comes back to pass. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Now you got to go for 2. Puts Ole Miss up by 1. Go for 2. 3:13 though to go in the game. I'm telling you, that's a lot of time for Beck. And they get the 2-point conversion as number 4, can't get his name, was wide open. So it's a field goal game now. Miami just needs a field goal to tie the ball game. A touchdown to win it, a field goal to tie it. What a great football game. It's what you want in semifinal and final national championship games. You want a great game between two teams. You don't want no blowout. So great football. Great football. Wonder if Beck's heart is beating fast. Three lead changes in the last 5 minutes. Will there be a fourth? 3:13 to go in the ball game. Ole Miss fans are fired up. Miami's fans are on their edge of their seats. Now again, you don't have to get a touchdown. A field goal will tie it and send it to overtime. Beck back to pass. He's going deep again and underthrows him. Was that Tony? I seen the 0. I can't see that number. Was it number 0 or was it number 10? It's number 0. He just underthrew him. Beck underthrew him. Incomplete pass, so it's now 2nd and 10. 3:08 to go in the ball game. Beck back to pass again. Completes it. That time he completes it to number 0. Picks up 8. It's going to be 3rd and 2. And now, so Miami has 2 timeouts and a 2-minute timeout. And then the clock stops when you go out of bounds. Well, okay, don't stop completely. All right, 3rd and 2. They hand the ball off to Fletcher. He's going to get a first down. 1st and 10. The clock still does not stop until after the 2-minute. After the 2-minute timeout, clock stops on first downs while they move the chains. But up until then, it just keeps running. So we're down to 2.5 minutes. Beck back to pass. Going deep. And it is incomplete. Great coverage there. And he does actually look back a little bit. He was able to knock it out of his hands. Yeah, the tight end never had it. Never had it. So 2nd and 10, 2:29 to go in the game. Back to pass again. Throws the running back underneath and gets hit right away. Brown, and they had him for a loss, but he wasn't able to bring him down on the ground, and Brown actually gains a couple yards. It's 3rd down and 2 or 3rd down and 8. Clock is running. That might be the last play before the 2-minute timeout. It looks like it's going to be. Yep. We have the 2-minute timeout, 3rd and 8 for Miami. All right, we'll be back to finish off the game here in just a few minutes. All right, we're coming to the end. Stay tuned. Buckle your seatbelts. And if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and follow, and ring the bell. That way you get notified every time Old Man Nate goes live or drops a video. And on that 3rd down, they get a pass interference call on the sideline. Actually, it wasn't pass interference. They called a face mask. Wow. Okay. Either way, it's a 15-yard penalty. All right. So, but it was a face mask. Yeah. Either way, however you call it. So it's a pass interference, or it's a 15-yard penalty. So quick pass over to number 7, and he picks up about 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd down. Clock is still running. Miami has 2 timeouts now, remember. And also remember, you get a 1st down, the clock will stop until the chains are moved if you're in bounds. If you go out of bounds, the clock will stop. Beck, a little bit under pressure, almost got sacked, moved away from it, and I think it's going to be incomplete. Oh, they're calling it a catch by Tony. Let me see. Yeah, the heel's going to be out of bounds. That's going to be overturned, I believe. We'll take a look here. Yeah, he's out of bounds. He is out of bounds. Okay, so Yeah, that's going to be overturned. That's great effort though, man. I give him an A++ effort. But yeah, the and the back judge that was behind the play should have seen that. The referee behind the play should have seen that. So great effort though. It's going to be third down. This is one of those football games you just don't want to end. You do not want it to end. So it does stop the clock for Miami. It's 3rd and 6, 1:26 to go in the game. They're not in field goal range yet, so it will be 4-down territory. Yeah, if I'm Ole Miss, I'm bringing pressure right here. And it's complete right at the spot's going to get the first down, but as soon as the chains move, as soon as the chains are moved, it will keep running because he did not get out of bounds. Yeah, his knee touches down in bounds, so it was not out of bounds. The clock is running. It's 1:10 to go. Back to pass. And incomplete. 1:06 to go, 2nd and 10. I believe now they are inside their field goal kicker's range because they were close to it already on that last third down. Oh, there's Michael Irvin. They finally showed him today. He is there. He's looking a little tense right now. He ain't got the belt out. So, yeah, according to the marker on the field, they are within the kicker's field goal range. It's 2nd and 10. Play clock down to 5. Ball snap. Back to pass. Rolling out to his right. Almost intercepted. Almost intercepted. Third and 10. 1 minute to go in the game. Or I should say in regulation, because they are in field goal range, right? So we might get a field goal opportunity to tie it. Back to pass, thrown across the middle, completion. First down inside the red zone. The ball or the clock stops while they move the chains. It is now moving again. And Miami still has 2 timeouts. Ole Miss has 3 timeouts. Beck, no, he just comes to check the line. Watch the handoff here. Beck kept it, but he gets tackled behind the line. Clock is running, and it looks like somebody called timeout because it looks like the clock stopped. $37 seconds to go in the regulation. It's going to be 2nd and 11, and Ole Miss called a timeout. So now both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. Both fans now are on the edge of their seats. Both fan bases. Back to pass. And he completes it. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 8. No, we're going to call it, yeah, from the 8. 1st and goal from the 8. The clock will stop while the chains move. Another timeout by Ole Miss. I'm not sure why Ole Miss is calling timeouts. A field goal only ties it up. You don't. Yeah, I don't understand why they're calling timeouts. Either let them call timeouts or just let the clock run down. It benefits you. This is their 4th 13th play drive of the game. All right, hands the ball off to Fletcher, and he is down to the 3. Ole Miss, I'm sorry, now Miami calls a timeout. Second and goal. All right. Both teams have 1 timeout remaining. We got 24 seconds to go in the game. Second and goal from the 3. Back to pass. A little bit of pressure. He's going to run it. He's going to score a touchdown. With 18 seconds to go in the game, Miami takes the lead. And again, I don't know why the Ole Miss coach was calling timeouts. I don't know why. It didn't benefit him at all. It did not benefit him at all. And now Ole Miss has to have a touchdown with 18 seconds to go to win the ball game. They can't kick a field goal. Has to have a touchdown. I think really what it boils down to is Pete Golden head coaching experience. It showed there on that last drive when you're calling timeout. He did it the first half too, but it didn't backfire him that much. But that time it definitely hurt them. No reason. Let if anybody need to call timeout, let Miami call timeouts. But you know, you stopping the clock, they might end up kicking a field goal, and a field goal would not have hurt you. It's overtime. It wouldn't have cost you the game. But by you stopping the clock, you kept letting them move the ball, and they got a touchdown on you. Yep. And a fair catch. So they'll get it at the 25. $18 seconds. 75 yards. They got 3 safeties. Completes it. There's no, now you have no timeout. There's nothing. Well, you got 1 timeout. But you could have, if you had all 3 of your timeouts, you can use one right there. Again, why did he use his timeouts on that drive? Why did Ole Miss use their timeouts? They were on defense and the lead. Made no sense at all. Now we got 11 seconds to go in the game. You got to get a touchdown, so you need another big play right here. He completes it again. Touchdown or timeout now. Now call timeout. Five seconds to go. Ole Miss does call timeout. The ball's at the 35. James played his butt off, especially the second half. Six seconds. They put another second back on the clock. All right. Somebody. But they could have, hey, Scott, a field goal would have been fine. It just tied the game. All right. You could make them use their timeouts because right now you could use 2 more timeouts. So don't use your timeouts in case they score when you got the lead. And a field goal didn't hurt you none. All right. This is probably the Miami going to use their last timeout. All right. Here it is. Now let's move over to the left, throwing in the end zone. Oh. throws the end zone. It's incomplete, and Miami will move on and play for the national championship against either Indiana or Oregon. And for the third straight year, a Big Ten team is playing for the national championship and an SEC team is not. Third straight year that an SEC team will not play for a national championship. I mean, you definitely could have called pass interference on that, but they're not going to. Not going to. Scott, I don't think you're understanding me. All right. I understand that Miami didn't want overtime. I get that. But again, as the Ole Miss coach, you have the lead. You as the Ole Miss coach, you have the lead. Let them use their timeouts to stop the clock. Okay? You have a 3-point lead at that. Now, if it was a 2-point lead, a 1-point lead, I get it. Okay? But when you have a 3-point lead, make Miami use their timeouts. Okay? Don't help them out by letting them keep their timeouts, and you using their timeout, and they get to it didn't help you none. It didn't help you none. So again, I think that come down to lack of head coaching experience. So, but yeah, well, congratulations, Scott. Your Canes are playing for a national championship. The last team in the playoffs is playing for a national championship. So good luck a week from Monday. And if you're not already, and all the rest of y'all, if you're not already, please like, subscribe, and follow my channel. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. I'm on it all. Okay. So Old Man Sports Talk is my handle on all of them. So yeah. I think on Twitter it's just TLK though, but the rest of them it spells out the word talk. So I appreciate you guys for watching, man. This is a great game. That's what you want, though, in the semifinal and national championship game, is to have a very close, come down to the last play of the game type of game. You don't want blowouts like some other games have been in the playoffs. So, but again, I appreciate every single one of y'all for watching. Again, if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and follow, and ring the bell if you're on YouTube. That way you get notified every single time that Old Man Nate goes live or drops a video. I will probably be live again tomorrow for the Indiana-Oregon game. And then also on the national championship game, which will be a week from Monday, I'll probably be live for that one too. Appreciate you guys watching. Until next, and thank you again for watching right here on Old Man Sports Talk.